Well, I mean, Spain's sort of big call to historical importance is, of course, the fact that it was the first great global empire. It was the first European empire. It was the country that discovered the Americas via Columbus, all pretty much at the same time. So my chosen year is always 1492, which is when Columbus sailed the ocean blue, as people used to learn, and it's also when Spain enters its period of greatness. And even though many things have happened since then, it's also a sort of classic story of the rise and fall of empire. Perhaps in Europe, only comparable so far to first of all Rome, and then if we want, we can talk about Great Britain as well, as a sort of a follow-on. And so Spain obviously has been hugely influential. That's why vast parts of the world speak Spanish, vast parts of the world are Christian or Catholic, and why the whole sort of cultural and economic center of the world sort of tipped from the east, from China and Asia, to the Atlantic. Again, this all sort of starts in 1492. And Spain's history, in many ways, is about coping with that story, even going into the 20th century, and Franco and the Spanish Civil War. It's rather like Russia at the moment. We see sort of looking back in time and sort of reimagining a natural greatness that's disappeared. Well, Spain has had to deal with that too over centuries, and thankfully, I think has come out the other side of that, but is certainly marked by it. And one of the things I always point out is that if you watch the Spanish football team play, the other team lines up and belts out its national anthem. The Spaniards just hum. And they hum because they have no words to their national anthem, and they have no words to their national anthem because they can't agree on that sort of slightly yucky, sicky version of history that most national anthems contain, and they can't even agree amongst themselves about what that should contain, which shows, how important history still is, or is, in Spain as a point of debate and contention, which is why we have Catalonia and other problems which have been around for a very long time.